The need for the latter becomes apparent to me as I set off from the Bolongo Bay Beach Resort in St. Thomas, U.S.V.I. for my first attempt at stand-up paddleboarding. My instructors, Dave, Tracy and Yoshi Tochiki, have offered some brief but vital tips. Primarily, hold the paddle with two hands, one on top and one on the shaft, for the best leverage, and stand in the middle of the board with your feet shoulder width apart, and with feet and shoulders aligned. Of course, it's perfectly okay to start out on your knees until you have the confidence to stand up. Seems simple enough, I say to myself. And in truth I'm doing pretty well as I make my way out into the calm bay, paddling slowly but steadily. This is not a sport built for speed, zen-like relaxation is more the goal. You're standing up, of course, so you have a great view of wherever you are going. Which brings up another good pointer: keep your head up and your eyes where you are heading, tempting though it is to look down at your feet. Keep your knees bent, your eyes forward, and paddle like you mean it, says Kendall Cornejo, who runs the Watersports Shack at Cinnamon Bay on nearby St. John, where you can rent a stand-up paddleboard for $30 an hour or join a 2-hour sunset excursion for $40. At Bolongo Bay, lessons and rentals are included in the price of your all-inclusive package. You can't get too relaxed, however, because as soon as a few ripples come along, even ones that don't even deserve to be called waves, you'll realize that in order to stay upright you need to constantly make small but critical balance adjustments in your legs and especially your core. The bumpier the ride, the more you find yourself firing off little muscles all over your lower body. Hey, this is a pretty good workout. Inevitably, I paddle a little too far out where the waves start to resemble, well, actual waves. Into the surf I tumble, fortunately avoiding the board itself and bobbing back to the surface not too far from my paddle. Remounting the board is pretty easy, but I don't need the added encouragement from Dave and Yoshi to steer my way back into the calmer waters.